Course in Miracles number 119, talking about what I was talking about last time, which was the choice of the spirit, which brings peace, and the choice of the ego brings chaos and disaster. So what does the ego do to distract us? That's something that I've probably dabbled in, talked about a little bit here before. And it's probably many things, but a couple notes I took from my recent Course in Miracle reading that I want to share with you is the ego helps you. This isn't helping though, gets you preoccupied with problems that are set up to be incapable of solution. That's a favorite device of the ego. So many of us have problems that just are lingering, right? Ongoing. They never seem to disappear. They just come and like are attached to you, right? That is an ego device. Like, let's get you a problem that can't have a solution. Now you might be like, well, why doesn't it have a solution? There's many, many reasons. I might get into that in a minute, might not. But here's another one. Also is busyness with non-essentials. Now we're all very busy. I'm very busy. Like I did a video recently on a Sunday after church. I went and did appointments all day and then missed something else at church because I'm doing all these appointments. And I could say, well, I need to do my work or run my business and people need to look at houses. And I have appointments on the weekend. And you could argue either way with that. It's not an argument. It's a non-essential because it's not the real world of the spirit, which leads us to peace. Everything else is like illusion, non-essential. And again, you could say, well, no, it is essential. You have to do this and have to do that. Let's step back. Is it leading to spirit? Is it leading to peace? Is it leading to forgiveness? Is it leading to love? Or is it just something we're doing that distracts from that? And that's why going back to the last video, when I say like we're not going to be perfect at going with the spirit, it's just understanding that ego is there and then work towards the spirit. It just takes understanding, awareness, moving toward it. And eventually we could disassociate with it, I think. Obviously, I'm not there. But we have to have the awareness. So big awareness is obviously busyness with non-essentials. Many, many people are busy with non-essentials, and most of our days filled that. And I get that there are essentials. So I'm not going to, it's not going to be an argument about like, well, this and that is not a non-essential, but there are many things we do that doesn't lead us anywhere closer to spirit. It just leads us into the busyness and not getting anywhere. Okay. So I got that. Then the preoccupation with problems that are impossible of solving. So they are possible to solve, but when we're stuck in the ego, we can't solve them. Just can't get out of that loop. Can't get out of that wherever you're stuck when we're operating from the ego. When you move to operating from the spirit, we can go back to many, many weeks ago where I did the choose once again. We can make a new choice towards the spirit and say, what am I doing this for? What is this for? What you're going through? What is this problem for? What is this busyness leading to nothing for? And you can say, here's the real answer. And you could choose once again and start to move that other direction. But we have to be aware of it. We have to be aware that that is a thing that the ego does. And again, not many people talk about it that way because, well, that guy over there, he's got a big ego. That lady over there, they got an ego. I'm more humble. I have less of an ego. And we think of it that way. Big ego, less of an ego. It's no, the ego in general we have and we operate out of, and it's a thing that we need to shift from. At least that's where I'm approaching it in these last two videos, for your awareness, to make the shift, to choose once again. And we all need help doing that, obviously even me, and hope that helps to bring up this discussion. And I may do one more in these on my next Course in Miracles. We'll see how it goes.